So welcome to part 3 of my comic collecting process. Now, in this video, I'm going to talk a little bit about how I store my comics and organize them. And I'm also going to touch a little bit on how I plan on going with that process moving forward. And yeah, so let's see what it's about. Now, first, before I show you everything, I just want to mention that, you know what? My comic collection is very small compared to a lot of YouTubers on here. Uh, a lot of that is because, as I mentioned before, I'm just now getting back into comic books over the last year. And I lost, throughout the years, I lost a lot of comic books that I had. I don't know what happened to them, but yeah. So my collection is small, but it's growing again. And I think I've done a really good job in growing that collection over the last year. So yeah, with that being said, let's check out my process. Let's see what I do. So I think with all of this, I think I'm doing good, right? Because practically 98, 99% of this has come within the last year. So, yeah. So, with that being said, what you're seeing here is obviously this box right here. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory, right? Of what's inside Deadpool. Um, it's not full. It's not where I want it to be, but I got a good start on some stuff. So, of course, everything in this box is Deadpool. And I got the two Deadpool manga that came out, Deadpool Samurai, their manga books that came out earlier this year. So, yeah, that's my Deadpool stuff right here. That's my baby. And there's a lot more that I plan on getting. But as you can see right here, I got two Marvel boxes. I have a DC box, and this one is unmarked, but these are my independents right here. And this gray box, which is really nice, is actually the few comics that my wife has. Like, she's into the Scarlet Witch and the Harley Quinn and that kind of stuff. So that's what's in that box. Now, the way you see this set up right here with these books on top, of course, I'm putting Marvel books on top of the Marvel, DC books on top of the DC, independent books on top of the independent box, right? It makes sense. But what I do is before I put anything in the boxes, I will place them here. Now, if the if the comic is not sealed in the board and bag, I haven't read it yet. So until I read it, I'm not gonna seal it. And as you can see, like Strange Academy Finals issue 2, which was my book of the week, by the way. But yeah, this one is sealed. I just haven't put it in there yet. Same thing with the whole stack of DC books. Now, the reason you see a large stack of DC books on top of this box is the fact that this box is actually full. So yeah, I can't, I have no room for these. I need to get me another box. So yeah, and then I got these. I hadn't put those in here yet either. As you remember from a video that I made a few weeks ago, I went to Monday Night Raw, and yeah, so that's what this is. That's that belt, and I'm doing some changing around in my room, so I got a bunch of stuff right here, and yeah, so don't mind that. That's all gonna change. So I'm making changes to my room, but this box right here with my wife's stuff, like I said, she don't have a whole lot, but this is a very nice box. I really might get more of these for myself. But she wanted this box for her off of Amazon. So yeah, so those are her books. A little small stack, but I think it's cute because my wife, she's she's getting into it. That's part of the supportive part of her. But yeah, so as you can see, like, I'll show these real quick. I got the 2 Marvel boxes, right? Now, this box is pretty much stuff that is not collected, that I'm not collecting right now. Like stuff that I either cut off my pull list, or like, for instance, the Captain America Iron Man, like 5 issues, I think they came out earlier this year. That's finished. So therefore, you know, I'm not, it's not a current run. I try to keep everything in somewhat of a organized order, you know, as I'll put all the Captain Americas together, and this is another one that I stopped pulling off of my list. But there's a lot of Spider-Man I have in this book, or in this box, by the way. But yeah, I got all these in order. So yeah, it's just my cats want to take a look and everything. So yeah, I mean, I got some older stuff back in here too. But yeah, that's what this box is pretty much. It's all Marvel that I'm just not currently collecting. Yeah. Now, this box right here is all Marvel stuff that is currently being pulled or collecting. Now, because I got all the Judgment, well, just about all the Judgment Day stuff. I don't have a lot of the tie-ins, but I got the Free Comic Book Day, the Eve of Judgment, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all that stuff. The X-Men, Eternals, you know, those stuff. So I got pretty much all of that, is all the Judgment Day. This is actually, the Wakanda is actually going to have to move to this box, but I'll get to that. But then X-Force, you know, so all this stuff is stuff that I'm currently pulling. So that's kind of like my organization to it all right now. Yeah. Actually, Carnage is going to have to move too. I actually stopped pulling that as well. But yeah, and then I got some older stuff back here too. X-Men Legends. Yeah. So yeah, that's kind of what that is. And I do try to keep some organization within the boxes until the collection gets bigger. Then I'll need to find more dedicated boxes for specific titles, such as I already need a box dedicated just for Spider-Man, because I have a ton of Spider-Man in there. So yeah, and then into my DC, I'm working with one hand here. So I'm gonna try to, yeah, look at this. I mean, this is packed. My DC books. There's hardly no room in here. So yeah, not a lot of room. I got the whole Shadow War in here. I got the current, well, I got the couple of Deceased in here, the first issue of Deceased, but I got all of the War of the Undead Gods that has currently come out. I got them in here. So yeah, I'm just trying to keep what kind of organization I can right now within here. There's a lot of Batman I got in here too, because Batman, I can barely, yeah, that's about as tight as I want that to get. So needless to say, that whole stack of DC will not fit in there. So yeah, I'm in need of another box. Now, yeah, well, might as well just take a look into my Independence also. Now, the box that I have for my Independence it's still a short box, but it's a little bit longer. So I have more room in here though. But yeah, same process with I got all my King Spawn and Gunslinger Spawn in here. That takes up a big chunk of this. But yeah, I kind of keep the same process with as I do with the Marvel and DC boxes. Yeah. So it's just all, you know, all this good stuff. Just a little, got some older stuff right here, some Transformer stuff, all that. So yeah. All right. continuity. Let's move this over here where it should be. So yeah, that's my boxes right now. Now, for my bookshelf, I have all of my trades right here. And this is all the trades that I have right now. But my goal, see, I have a little bookshelf. I have some books right here, but I think I'm going to eventually, the plan is to get another bookshelf and use this bookshelf because it's really not that big. So I'll use this bookshelf for regular, like, you know, books. And then get another bookshelf that is more dedicated, and a bigger bookshelf that is more dedicated to my trades and stuff like that. But yeah, this is all I have right now. And again, I'm kind of OCD. They're not in alphabetical order, but everything is together. You know, so I got my Deadpool stuff, of course, all the Marvels together, and then I got my DC stuff and all of that, and then, you know, the AWA Upshot and Image stuff. So yeah, that's pretty simple, basic right here. But yeah, that's what I have right now. Now I will, just like in the short boxes that I have, I will put everything in alphabetical order. You know, because I'm OCD like that, and this kind of stuff just honestly is driving me nuts. I don't know why I have not alphabetically put this stuff in alphabetical order yet, but yeah. So that is going to happen. That will happen eventually. It's going to take. It's probably a better idea to get that done sooner than wait till later, till the collection grows larger, and it'll be a more difficult process. But yeah. So those are my trades right now. And this is my little itty bitty station, so to speak. Now, you know, I got my iPad and I do stuff with that. I do my editing on there for the videos. This stuff, I didn't really do this to display for the video, but why not? I guess it kind of works. But yeah, I literally just sat them there. My wife surprised me with that. She got me that yesterday. And that right there came from Brazil. So, but yeah, and then you got the Funko Pops behind there. But what I wanted to show is in the drawer here is, yeah, I got all my solicitations right here that I keep. I don't know why. And, you know, I have this that I use sometimes for stuff. You know, my Sharpies, stuff that I, you know, got to cut stuff. But I got my bags right here. Yeah, I got some other stuff too. Batman Hush. Got a couple copies of those from Batman Day that came, you know, a couple months ago. And then, oh yeah, the famous Avengers book that I got in Florida at the at the rest stop. But yeah, as I kind of keep my stuff in here for that, you know. So yeah, there's my little comic book station, if yeah, that's what you want to call it. And this right here is where I'm going to end up putting all of my short boxes that I have, because I feel like I don't want to keep them in the floor. And I'm going to, like these legs right here, I'm going to remove those from this and just have it sitting on the floor, because I think once I put all the short boxes in here, and I'm going to take all this stuff out and find another place for all of this stuff. But I'm going to, yeah, I think once I put all the short boxes in here, it's going to be too much weight for it, for these legs. So, yeah. Future home for my short boxes. So there you have it. That's the storage and organization part of my comic collecting process. So, you know, let me know what you think. I can't wait to finish the stuff up that I really want to finish up, but I just wanted to show what I am doing and what I have currently, so I can, you know, feel like I'm going to be better off where I'm going to be. So I don't know if that makes any sense. But yeah, I'm excited for what's coming. I'm excited for what I currently have. And yeah, let me know what you think of how I'm doing. Am I doing a good job? Am I going in the right direction with what I'm doing? Yeah, just curious. So with that being said, I'm going to leave my previous comic collecting videos up. And yeah, go ahead, check them out. And yeah, I'm excited to share my journey and different aspects of it. So with that being said, catch y'all on the flip side.